Hello everybody. Today is a day that I didn't think I was gonna have to film. I didn't think I was going to want to film. And I don't think that I would have anticipated it coming to this. But there's something deep down in the pit of my stomach that I feel like I need to share with you, which is I wonder if we should have done this a really long time ago. And we got some advice back at the beginning of our infertility journey in 2013, 2014. We had one urologist say, you'll be fine, you'll be okay, it's not great. So yeah, there's a part of me that, if I'm being completely transparent, thinks, what if we could have avoided this whole thing by doing this 8 years ago? The other part of me, my mind is wrapping around this idea that, so what? Maybe it would have been easier, but I don't want to change my story. And so, today I am going in to see a urologist, and I'm wondering if they're going to suggest to do a small, operation, like a varicocele operation. And if we had done it a long time ago, maybe we wouldn't have had to do IVF. Maybe we wouldn't have had to do IUIs. And maybe pregnancy naturally would have been possible. But I just don't want to go that route in my head. And truthfully, because we went through that pain, it allowed people to, in their own way, go through their own journey knowing that they weren't alone. And that was the entire purpose from day one of, if you go back and look at our first couple videos, it was the genesis, it was the beginning, it was the goal, it was the vision, it was the purpose of this entire YouTube channel, was to show you what it looks like day in and day out to struggle to build your family through infertility, and what happens when you're high, what happens when you're low, what happens when you're sad, what happens when you're happy, what happens when you are struggling with the financial aspect, which we did a lot more earlier in our journey. And in fact, in this specific case, I think, if I recall, one of the reasons we didn't do what we might do now was financial. And it just led to an even more expensive way of building our family. And we didn't have the funds back then. We didn't have, when we were first married, first couple years of marriage and working our jobs, we didn't have extra income to go and to do those things. Now the reality has changed in that regard. And so I think we say, gosh, we're in those later years of family building, and Alex is wondering, is there a way that we could possibly build our family even more? There's a part of me that still feels like, with our 3 girls who are perfect and wonderful and we love deeply and we show you guys, there's a part of me that says, I don't feel like our family's complete. And we've always wanted a larger family. And we've always felt like the chaos and the messiness is the blessing, not the clean house and the quiet rooms. And so we really do think that we're striving towards a fourth. And what would that look like? And now that Cassidy is healthy, it's time now to pursue it. And because of how difficult it usually is for us to build our family, if we don't start asking the right questions, seeking the right answers, and finding a way to grow our family, then I do think that we'll regret not doing it, in the way that I'm kind of regretting now not doing what I think we're gonna end up doing. Anyway, I'm gonna head in. I'm not gonna film in there. I don't think you're allowed to film in there. And so I'll catch you guys back up at home when I have the results. Sound good? Hello, friends. I got back from the fertility doctor, the picker-checker, about a day ago, and I am just now getting around to updating you guys on that appointment. I have since gotten my results, which were a little less than stellar, if I'm being really honest. How does that make me feel? Thanks for asking. I would say discouraged. I think I've been in a season of, gosh, it's a bummer to be back here. And realizing that even though you may take time off from trying or pursuing alternative means or just taking mental breaks from trying to start again. What is delicious? Coffee. What is it? Also delicious? The spaghetti that I'm making. Over there is Alex's dad's famous spaghetti sauce. We call it Skip's spaghetti sauce. Great for him. His recipe is gonna live on from generation to generation. In fact, the doctors told me that I have to start exercising more, which is good. I've actually been working on that for a while. I need to stop drinking caffeine. I need to drink more vegetables. Well, you can drink your juicing is great. I love juicing. Probably have to start that again. And we just have to figure out a way to get my numbers up. And so when it comes to my male factor infertility issues, it's just a big stinker. It's just kind of always been that way. And so one of the things that they suggested was for me to do a small operation called a colander. That's a colander. That's not the operation. The operation is to do a varicocele surgery. What's it called? We're gonna call it a varicocele surgery. So they said that varicoceles can be like veins or whatnot that don't necessarily need to be there in the downward regions. And what it does is it heats up the factory that is necessary for production. And so my body runs warm. And so what they said was, you need to take down any significant factors that are causing your body to be warm, like body fat, that's an issue, as well as the varicoceles, which kind of heat up those two cylindrical oval-shaped regions down yonder, and then they heat up while it's producing, which can basically make the entire system that's trying to create it non-effective. And then, hey, friends are here. Talk about this personal thing. Okay. Back to the last part of cooking and talking to you about my sperm. Okay, so here's the deal. The varicocele surgery is going to be a hit, apparently, maybe. We'll see. It works for about 50% of people, and it actually does work, and we know a couple people that this worked tremendously well for that had gone through fertility. They moved to Nashville, and then they had an incredible
fertility boost. I think it's only like 30 to 50%.
Oh,
so
30 to 50%.
There's a possibility of like 70%
so
of it not
it's a
working.
very expensive surgery. We're gonna ask insurance if they'll cover some of it.
I think they do. I think that's more of a surgery that they will cover.
Alex, I was just explaining to our friends. They're gonna go here. Appointment was subpar. We found out it was 77 million total count.
77 million was the total count?
77 million is the total count. 77 total million.
Whoa!
So it's a lot. Like,
you had...
shh, stop.
That's... How did you...
So I made a lot of them. They just don't work. So the motility was 0, like I said. The non-progressive motility was 2%. The modal was 98%. And then the...
Oh, wait, let's see. Non-progressive is
so the
2%.
Total motility is 2. Like the progressive ones basically
dead.
is like the ones that are like actually moving quickly. They're progressing.
But non-progressive is moving in place. So you have 2% that are going like this.
Right, and I said the progressive, the ones that are actually moving towards a functional zone, is 0%. That's why
so
you do
cannot
treatments.
Get pregnant.
Like
Whoa.
They just don't go where they need to
You
go.
have a normal sperm count.
Yes, but
I understand.
The functional
It's
center,
not,
like,
you can't get pregnant, but that's kind of cool for us.
the way I was explaining it is,
Do you want some? Want to eat?
the factory that's creating them is overheating. And the frustration with that is...
You wave?
Hi.
Eat.
So the whole surgery could possibly work, or it could possibly not. And so it's a financial burden to even try to do something that you don't know is going to get a result. When you look back at our entire story, a lot of things that we did early, we had no money, and so fertility treatments were just not in the question. And then as we didn't have kids and we just saved up and we just like started a very frugal life, the more that we worked and the more that we've been able to be blessed by YouTube and you guys watching, and thank you, subscribe and comment down below if you have any questions. But like, being able to do YouTube caused us the financial affordability to then do the treatments. And I would say that
we will be forever grateful to you guys.
Forever great. Like, you guys built our family. Like, we shared the intimate journey of this, and we shared how painful this was, and we shared the details to then help now hundreds, if not thousands, of families to be formed, which we know of to be true. It's that in the midst of that, you guys also blessed us back. The reality that we're sitting with today. We have a lot to decide on. Are we going to do that surgery? How much will it cost? Will it be an affordable option for us? Will it actually work? I know a lot of people that have had very successful post-operation fertility successes. And so that makes me really excited, because if I'm being super honest, with the embryo that we have left, I would like to transfer that one, and then I would like to get pregnant naturally. That would be a dream. I don't want to do an IVF retrieval again for 1,000,001 reasons, but I am confident that there might be something that we could do going forward naturally. And then also there's a part of it that just says, okay, well, if this one does work, this transfer coming up does work, that would be 4 kids, and that would be a massive, incredible blessing. I do wonder, like, do we want to have more than 4 kids? We love the chaos. Our house is rarely clean. But we love the life that we have with our kids. We love having company. We love having friends. We love the chaos. Like, that's just who we are. And so we always want there to be something going on. We always want the kids' friends to be coming over and playing and just building a life that is others focused and is community oriented and a blessing to others. And so we want that. If we don't do this surgery and we don't do another retrieval, then 3 is what we have, and 4 might be possible, but more than that probably won't. And so I would love to figure out a way in which
really impressed.
In which we would be able to build our family not without having to do another retrieval. That would be my dream.
Sure.
And so we're gonna find more information if you guys want to ask any questions. But a lot of our fertility issues has to do with my male factor infertility is probably why it has been more difficult to start a family. She has her endometriosis. She has her factor 5 life. So she has a blood condition. She has hormone conditions. She has all of those things. But I would say the male side of it is probably the majority reason why natural intimacy is not just an opportunity for us. It
makes it impossible.
It more makes it difficult.
Maybe it could happen.
And so, and the male factor side it's a significantly emotional one. I've wrapped my mind around it and I live in it, and so it's not a bother to me anymore. A lot of questions that are unanswered right now. I have to get dinner on the table, so if you'll forgive me, we're just going to end this vlog. We'll come and talk about this stuff, certainly, here in a moment.
Sorry, I just want to say one quick thing. Yeah.
Let me go dump this real quick. You can do your thing.
I just said that it would make it impossible. I want to say it would make it scientifically impossible for us to conceive with no modal sperm. God is bigger than science. and there are miracles and we can still be hopeful. We'll end the vlog here, but if you guys have any questions fertility wise, leave it down. We'll be answering a lot as the next 2 vlogs we are going to actually be going for an ultrasound for Philip, and then we have an appointment for me at the fertility clinic. We also have a little surprise coming up. I guess it's not really a surprise. Hey, if you made it to the end of this video, you get to know Cassidy is officially walking. Now granted, she's scooching right now. Hi. But she can actually walk. Maybe in a couple of vlogs, I will put in the clip that we captured of her actually like starting to walk. She had taken a few steps, but she is walking. Yeah, we're gonna get dinner on the table. I wanna know, do you guys know anybody who has struggled with male factor infertility? And you don't have to share any details or any, like, it's my friend, neighbor, cousin, anything like that. It's us. You don't have to share, because I know infertility is already such a hush-hush, no one talks about it, which is why we started sharing, because we didn't want it to be so taboo and for people to feel like it's a diagnosis and it's no shame on you. But I understand, even for us, sometimes it can still feel embarrassing, especially when we talk about male factor, and we are very open. And this is something that it stretches us to share. No green bean? But I'm very proud of Philip for being willing to share, because he is very comfortable, very confident in himself, but it is still a topic that he's like, oh, can't believe like I'm still sharing this. Like, it's still really hard. And so let's be really encouraging and supportive of Philip for sharing this, because 40% of people going through infertility are struggling because of male factor. And maybe you know somebody, or you know what? You probably know somebody, but they are not going to be sharing it. So anyways, give Philip a lot of love in the comments below. Thank you. That means a lot to me, for him to feel encouraged and lifted up. So anyways, you guys are awesome. We love our community here. We'll see you guys soon. Go let your love multiply.